so here's another soft rolling routine, this time specifically for your neck. We'll be rolling around the neck, head, neck area, but you may feel benefits in your lower back as well, not just in the upper back area, okay? So for equipment again, I'm going to use a soft Franklin peanut roll. If you don't have one of those, you could use 2 yoga tune-up balls or 2 tennis balls in a sock, or 2 sizzle balls which are squishy and put them into a sock, which is nice and soft. And I think softer is better in this case. If you don't have the soft options and you're using the yoga tune-up balls or the tennis balls, I recommend putting a towel on top to take away some of the hardness of that prop, okay? But first we get started, we're going to head down onto the floor and assess. So lying on the ground here, hopefully you can see me, yeah. Lying on the floor. Now you may or may not need a pillow in this position. How to know is if you're lying on your back, knees bent, and your chin is pointing up at the ceiling, you need a pillow or a towel behind your head just high enough to bring your chin back parallel with the floor. You do not want it pointing at the ceiling. You can see the tension on my neck when my chin is poking up. When my chin is relaxed down, there's no tension there, and I'm not forcing that position. So you might need to start off with a towel, and that's absolutely fine. So see what that feels like. Uncomfortable, comfortable, and then let your head move from side to side. And we're just assessing what this feels like, not just for your neck, but for your lower back. How does your lower back feel at the moment? Is it unhappy? Any crunchy noises when you move your head? Tune into all that. We're not forcing anything, so don't try to go past your natural range. Just see how far you go without forcing. Okay, then grab whatever prop you're using. I'm going to use a peanut roll, and you're going to place it at the base of your skull. So where your head meets your neck. It's not really on your neck, it's just a little bit higher than that. The best thing to think of is your hairline. So around your hairline is where you want it to be. And if your hair is slippy like mine, you might need to hold the ball with your hands. That's absolutely fine. And just hang out here for a second and notice what it feels like. If you're using the harder versions and you find yourself tensing up, you need a towel on top of them. I do not want you to tense your body when you're trying to release tension. So just a few breaths here, noticing what it feels like. And don't worry if you're in neutral or not, just let your lower back do whatever it wants. And then we'll start moving your head slightly from left to right. And this should feel quite nice. If you're using the air version like I am, you're going to feel the air kind of move from one side to another. And you feel very supported with whatever prop you're using. And just this is pretty heavenly. And then we'll stay on the right side. Remember, we're not forcing it, just slightly to the right. Just nod your head a few times here, 3 or 4 times. And then hang out there and take a breath. And then you could do some circles here. Nice and small. I've closed my eyes, just helps me to focus on the body part I'm thinking about. I'm going the opposite direction now, 4 times. Then hang out there and take a breath. And then we'll go back to center, off to the other side to the left. We'll do a few head nods here. And then some circles, nice and small. You might feel this trickling down your spine into your pelvis. You might feel no trickling. That's fine too. For the opposite direction, and then we'll take a breath and release. And then we'll come back to center. I'm going to hold the balls here again. And I'm just going to nod my head gently. I'm not forcing my chin down. I'm just saying yes, up and down. I like to keep my eyes closed. If your eyes are open, you might start to create a bit more tension in your neck. So remember, the ball is holding you. You can let your head go, like a bowling ball. That's how heavy it should feel. I think we do about 8 of those, and you could go longer, but I'm just doing a very quick 5-minute thing here so you get an idea of what's involved. Take a breath. and release it. And then put one hand underneath your neck before you get rid of your prop, just so you can control your head coming back down. You don't just whack it onto the floor. And just notice what that feels like. Your head should feel really heavy. Your neck has been released. Your shoulder blades might feel different. Your lower back might feel different. And then reassess moving your head from side to side. You might have a lot more range of movement now, even though you haven't forced anything. You haven't actually stretched your neck very much. And your lower back might be released as well. Hope you've enjoyed that. I shall see you the next time.